Alright, hey guys, I know it's been a while, but welcome back. I'm bringing back the Armory. Since I have so many guns at work, I figured, I should just take a gun home every single week and do a video. So, this is a gun that we've actually had in our possession for a little while, ever since SHOT Show. This is a KWA RM4A1. It's their rear-wired ERG. It's a standard ERG. Obviously, we've decked this thing out completely, front to back, with PTS, but that is the base gun. What I like about the ERG platform, if you haven't seen my videos before, it's the recoil. The recoil is so satisfying because once you've shot one AEG, you kind of, sometimes to a certain extent, of course there's different levels of quality, but for an extent you kind of shut them all. But the ERG is very, very, very satisfying to use. So if you're kind of looking for that next level of experience, maybe you're not wanting to touch gas, but you kind of want to stay in the realm of the AEG. The ERG or electric recoil gun, whether it's the PTS1 or KWA1, pretty much the way to go. Now, what's really, really cool about this setup here, this is actually one of the first two mega wedge lock rails that came into the country. Novridge has one from PTS, and then this is the other one. I believe this is the 12-inch, and he has the 14-inch. So it comes in two lanes, 12 and 14, but it's a really, really slick rail system. So I haven't really messed with M-Lock too much, with the exception of like the Connect Development Group MREX rail, which we ended up getting a few of those in to mess around with. It's a very interesting system. Some people like it, some people don't. For me, M-Lock is a very clean look, but it's not quite the most unique looks. But what's cool is that some companies kind of take a little bit extra mileage or a little extra creative freedom or license to basically kind of really give the rail a more unique look. So this is a 12 o'clock Picatinny on the top, and it actually matches up, like, I was actually really surprised, pretty damn good with the upper receiver of the KWA RM4A1. It's got M-Lock on the sides, on the 3 and the 9, and it has it on the 6 o'clock position. It has a lot of cuts on over here to kind of lighten the weight, and there's actually a couple M-Lock positions up here at the more diagonal position. So if you wanted to run like an offset light or something like that, this would be a really good setup. Or if you want to run the Unity Fusion, you can actually run it on 12, which is really good for systems like this where it's only got a top Picatinny, and you can still have stuff offset. In this current configuration, this is kind of like my basic rifleman's kind of configuration for a rifle. If you see me run a gun, they're all very similarly built like this. Everything you need, nothing you don't. I've got the PTS Griffin, I believe this is it's not the Paladin, it is the Hammer Comp. So Hammer Comp is kind of similar to the BCM Comp, but it's made by Griffin, by PTS. This one also has, what's really cool, is it also has these flip-up sights. Now these aren't even out yet. These are the PTS new enhanced polymer sights that are coming out. I'm a little bit more favorable to the rear sight. The front sight's pretty cool. It's a little bit kind of, bigger in my opinion, but still a good sight, and it's always nice to have a backup sight. For me, I'm kind of a fixed front sight kind of guy. I like having a fixed front sight because that's the first thing you see when you bring the rifle up. It's an indexing point, it's a reference point. You can use it to engage targets without even looking through the sights. If you know your height over bore well, you can pretty much use the front sight post to engage. Or if your natural point of aim is good, which for a lot of people who play a lot is, that's one way to go too. The rear sight I like a lot because it's super sleek, it's very, very clean, and it's got your different, peepholes, one for long range, one for close range, or your night or your daytime. Typically for airsoft, you're only going to really use the daytime one anyways. I also have the PTS Enhanced Polymer Vertical Grip up here. It's the stubby or compact configuration. What I like about it is that it's a little bit shorter than your MacLobuzz RPG, and since I have kind of smaller hands, I really don't need a lot of extra space in the bottom. You can still put stuff in here if you want. It's got a little storage compartment, but it's very comfortable. The RTF texture grip is very, very comfortable and gives you good purchase. The motor grip here, we're using the enhanced polymer grip, or the standard new rifle grip from PTS. Again, it uses the RTF texture. I think over the standard Mo grip that PTS used to make, this is actually a huge enhancement. It's just better for a polymer grip overall. Rubberized grips are always great too, but this is a really nice drop replacement for the standard grip, because this was pretty much a plain Jane M4 when it came out of the box when we got it from KWA. On the back, we have the unreleased PTS Enhanced Polymer stock. I know you guys keep asking me because I keep teasing this bad boy because I keep showing you pictures and videos and stuff like that. It's an awesome stock. When it comes out, you guys are going to love it. It's got a sling mount right here. It's got a QD sling mount right here. It's very easy to actuate and extend and collapse the stock. It's easy to take off the stock. You just pull that there and just lift right there and it just slides right off. Favorite part though is the battery space. It's like you could put an 11-1 nunchuck, like full size nunchucks, in the side tubes, and there's still space in the tube if it was a regular AG or in the actual butt part of the stock or the boot. We're actually coming out with a slim stock too. Now, if you've seen a lot of my guns, you know I favor the T1 style optic. It's very clean, minimalist, just got the one dot. That's just what I like to use. And then, of course, up here we have the D-balls. So I actually have to get a new one because mine ended up kind of bright. I don't know, it must have dropped or something. But overall, as you can see, it's a very clean, unique platform. It's a very light fighter kind of setup. You know, nothing you need and everything you need, nothing you don't. But because typically this is how I hold my rifle with like a thumb brake kind of thing like this because I run a camera up here a lot of times. But it's a really nice setup from the ERG. And one thing that's kind of weird, I noticed the new KWA ERGs. I'm not sure if they've migrated to a new motor or whatnot. It's still a KWA motor. Man, putting this on full auto with the batteries that I put in it, holy crap, the rate of fire is insane. It is ridiculous. It'll make someone very happy. Although for me, with this gun, I typically use it on semi, and if I do use autos, very short burst. Just to maintain accuracy and, you know, so you don't come off target too much. But it's a very clean setup. I like it a lot. For me, the M-Lock wedge lock rail system here is a huge win because I'm a big fan of rail systems that have a low profile or a low diameter, but also feel rugged and straight. Because, like, for example, like the Noveski SR or whatever, they're super light, but they feel kind of flimsy. So what I like about this is the rigidity, right? And actually, it's a very similar profile to like the CMR, which is one of my other favorite, if not my favorite, rail system of all time. But this is really nice too, because if you like M-Lock, if M-Lock is kind of your platform, this is the way to go. Now, the way the wedge lock works is basically there's like two diagonal pieces that together they make a full rectangle. You slide them apart and now they're kind of two slanted bits. And basically, it tightens up onto the barrel nut by bringing those wedges together. It makes a full square, or rectangle if you will, and it tightens onto the barrel nut. So it's not going anywhere. There's like zero barrel wobble. So also had Robo just got this in too. So he actually has a can on his, and like, well, he's got, I think, one of our 51T muzzle devices, but his, like, man, with the suppressor on there, it like butts up perfectly. So it's a really cool rail system. It's a really cool gun overall. But I got to use it a few times. I've used it at a few games like Black Shield, and I used it at what else did I use it at? I used it at Iron Horse for the Dam, which was really cool. But, this gun's a really nice gun, you know, and the new ERGs, they shoot really nice. I think this one shoots just under 400 feet per second, so it's getting good range and accuracy. But yeah, it's one of my favorite guns out of the shop, out of the arsenal that we have at work. But as you can see, it has my look, or it has my setup that I kind of keep consistent with a lot of my rifles. So, thank you guys for watching. This is SPARTAN117GW. If you're looking for any of these accessories, you know, go check out PTS Syndicate, or any of PTS dealers. The wedge lock rail just came out. It's really nice, clean rail. But I think you guys will like it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I'm Leanna Vamp, and you're watching Spartan117GW.
Stay tuned.